Good evening, Rashmi. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Yalni. Switch on your cameras. Yeah, great, brilliant. Okay, great, Nikita. Yes, Kanchana. How about Hapsa and Hapsa? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, very good evening. Uh, Looks like you got a better internet. Okay, fine. So you want to switch on the camera or what? Okay, how about Hafifa?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Very good evening. How about you both? You have better internet. You want to switch on your camera?
Um,
Okay, I'm leaving it with you. As long as you're connected, I'm fine. Okay, and I'm sure Rashmi would check with other participants as well because looks like few prominent misses today. Okay, very good, Hafsa. That's brilliant. Okay, Hafifa, you also try. If it works, if it doesn't work, then you can switch off your camera and stay connected.
okay.
Okay, great. So, first of all, let's congratulate Kanchana, the new winner of English at 8.
Thank you, sir.
So sorry. I think I'm making an announcement. I'm so sorry. Before it, I don't know whether it's there on the group as yet. Okay. If I have done that before, then I'm sorry. I'm released something which shouldn't be. That's Rashmi's task. Okay. Great. And good that because this is catching up and there are a lot of new things which is coming up. Okay, fine. And so what we could do is that since we are in 201, I'll give you a kind of a task now. So this is more of a kind of a free speech kind of a thing. So you would be doing it. And let me also wish you all a happy Women's Day. That is something pretty important. Happy Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Great. So what I would request you to do is that let's make a kind of an share your thoughts. What do you think about this particular day? Right. So whatever you think about this particular day, the significance or the importance, or what do you feel about today's women should be, how women have come all these ages to the day where they are now, right? So it's your platform. So if you want to talk for even 5 minutes as well, it's fine. It's a kind of a free speech, or right, and ensure that you speak at least for some time. So that is very important. So what I would do is that I'll give you that 1 minute for you to think, gather your thought, right? What do you want to say? How you want to say? How do you want to articulate and all, right? So please do that. And what I will do is that after a minute, I'll Okay, so it's time. So what I would do is that rather I call. Let's see if we have any volunteer here. I think Kanchana has gone into hiding. She's preparing, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Give me some time.
Okay, yes. So who's the volunteer? Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll go to Yalini first. Right, Yalini has been off late rocking in terms of winning the English at 8. For past only couple of days she couldn't do so, or else she was on a kind of a winning streak. And it was good to see Nikita back again, because initially she was the driving or maybe the driver's seat. Finally she won, and good to see Kanchana. I hope Hafsa and Hafifa as well, one of these days your name will also be there, right? So I hope so. Right, so over to you, Yalini.
So thank you for the opportunity, first of all. And then, okay, I'll talk about the women's freedom. And before that, I would like to convey that in the ancient days, people were used to girls aren't allowed to go outside and women aren't allowed to go out of the home. And people said that since she is a woman, she is not allowed to do anything in her own. She couldn't get her identity. And nowadays, people are achieving in every field. And even these days, people are saying that some people would say, you don't have that much freedom. You have to be like this. You have to be in your limitations. I would like to say those people that freedom is not something that you give and that woman has to be taken. Freedom is that everyone should have. It is like how we have a vision, how we have a hands. It's something like that, and the freedom is common for every people. It's not like the woman should have, and it's not like the men should have. It doesn't have any limitation. It's common for everyone. When it comes into reality when people talk like we give freedom to male. Females are superior than us. It is not like portraying. It is like it's a common thing. It's a common thing. So when I think when it comes to the reality, still people are saying that freedom is giving. Something is like giving. But I would say it is our own. It is our own, like how our identity resides. So freedom is something like it's our own. So that's about it.
Okay, brilliant, Yasmin. And you were the first, what do you call the speaker as well. Very strong views. Freedom is something which every woman deserve. It's not like something like your hand or something to give to others. So brilliant, very good, and very nicely articulated, and good thoughts over there. Fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Who's the next? Any volunteer now? I go to Nikita then.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. First of all, happy Women's Day to me as well as all other women of this group. Okay. So, woman is everything. Like she can be a mother, sister, friend, your well-wisher, guider, supporter, everything. Past were the days where women did not have more freedom, but in the present, every woman has freedom. There is lack of freedom for some people, I believe. They are not allowed to go out, or they are not allowed to dress as their wish. People judge. Yeah, each and every time people judge. So that should be stopped. And in every field, we can see women's growth. She is not restricted to one job. Like she can go in any field. Yeah. Thank you.
Very well done, Nikita. Fabulous, huh? The way you started, I like the way you started. It's like she could be a mother, she could be a sister, or she could be a companion, etc., etc. So that was very, very well thought out. I thought maybe all of you are taken back because I've asked you to speak something on your own for some time. I could see that even to some extent, Yalini was slightly, I can see the body language. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yalini. You were also slightly put on a thinking hat, right? Is it so? Kind of spot of a bother as well. So that is what we will do. We will have spontaneous free speeches. So this is precisely what will happen. And this will make you even more stronger in terms of the way you express, the way you talk and all. And tomorrow suddenly you're an what do you call audience of say around 50 and somebody suddenly says Nikita or Yalini or Nikita should get up, and then you will be able to articulate your thought like you're doing it now. So brilliant. I like your thing. Both great speakers, fabulous. It was nice to hear. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Yalini.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So let's go to Kanchana. I think she has prepared a lot like an exam. So let's see. And so we don't have any award to give it to her at this point of time. So, but she has prepared well, I believe. Yes, Kanchana, all yours.
No, sir, small note. I wish Women's Day to all.
Okay, thank you to all the women.
Yeah. Women's Day is not celebrated in a single day. Each day of the year is celebrated like Women's Day.
Brilliant.
Women has reached everywhere where man has reached. Whether in the field of sports, science, politics, and of course she is the leader of every house.
She is a leader
That's
of.
it, sir.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it, sir.
I think I was expecting more, maybe. Okay, fine. As you said, she leads a house, and two women, of course, because you're married and you're managing a house and also work as well. So that is brilliant. And many of you are like a homemaker as well as working as well. So that's another facet of women, which you're doing it brilliantly. So brilliant thoughts, Kanchana, very well done. Great. And thank you. And may I move upon, may I call upon Hafifa now? I believe Sharanya logged in for a brief while. I believe I saw Sharanya. Did you also, Rashmi? Okay. Okay, fine. Hafifa, sorry. Okay, fine. Okay, Rashmi. Thank you very much for this information. So I go on to Hafsa. Hafsa, all yours.
Yes, sir. In earlier days, women are not allowed to come out of the house and they were meant only to do the household activities. But nowadays, it's not like that. They are working in many fields. Women got the same opportunity like men in many fields. Nowadays, we are more powerful than the men because starting from washing the vessels, a woman can work work as a president also.
Very good. Right from cleaning the vessels, and yes, we had a women president as well, right? So that is something great. Nicely put, Hafsa. It's very good to have you actually, because you're adding a little bit of more flavor to this particular batch. So that is very, very nice. And I hope you could, the net issue can stabilize and you will be with us sharing this wonderful things. And good try and well done, Hafsa. Okay, brilliant.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Thank you very much. So Saranya is also there. Saranya, you can hear us? Okay. Okay. If you hear us, just give us a shout. Okay. And Hafifa, it's your turn now.
Hello everyone. So wishing you a happy Women's Day to all women. Okay, I'm actually really very poor in speech, but let me try try our best.
Sure.
Okay, so woman is the best creature of God. Okay, she is the strongest human creature, and like
201, and there is a reason why we have selected for 201, because the thing is that you have skills which is better, right, definitely, than those of 101. That's why we have done an what do you call, TNI, which is called, and that's the reason you are here. It's okay, you have been given an opportunity, and you've been also kind of a camera shy, right, because maybe because, right, various reasons. So this is a great plus for you, actually, coming in front and speaking in front. So that is something is applauded. And also you did well, right? So don't get, when you start speaking, you started very well, and then you start judging yourself. I believe that could have been one of the reasons. So don't do that. So you did well, and we will come back again and do a free speech again soon. So be connected with us for the session. So hope you heard what I said to you now, the feedback which I gave you.
yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. You did a good job. You can pat your back. Okay.
Thank
I would
you,
like
sir.
to see more from Hafifa, right? I'll come back to you in speeches where you will be doing that. Okay.
Thank you, sir. It really means a lot to me, sir.
Sure, it will. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. So maybe Saranya is having the same issue, I believe. And Saranya, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant, Saranya. Good. You're just on time, because we just finished with the last participant in terms like doing Happy Women's Day to you, Saranya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So do you know what we are doing now, actually?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So hopefully you will have a stabilized net, and so we can stay connected like the other days as well. So what we are doing is that I've thrown this thing to all you women of this particular group, because you're capable of speaking really, really good English. I'm sure about that. I have a lot of faith in all of you, right? So we want to listen. What are your thoughts on this particular day, the Women's Day? And share whatever you want to share. Even if you want to speak for 5 minutes, we all here, so we will hear you.
Women, earlier, men were considered as head of the family or leading member of a family, and they were only taking the decisions, and women were not included in taking decisions and all. And also they were only doing household work and upbringing of children. So nowadays all these things have changed, but still there are some homes of house and nowadays women empowerment is there in our society, but not all over the world. So we have to focus on empowering women so that they will be happy and they will lead a happy and respectable life.
Brilliant one, Sharanya. Did well, very good. And also you didn't know what we are doing now. I gave some time to other participants, so great. So in Kerala, again, I believe women, I don't believe, I'm sure women are the head of their family, isn't it?
Yes.
Only place I believe in India where women are the head of the family, right? So you come from there, so you know much better about that. So great, nicely articulated, nicely done. Brilliant. All of you gave a great shot, and it has come out very, very good as well. So all the very best. So what we would do is that we will head with few slides today, right? And then I also know that I gave you some words to make sentences. So, but let's see whether we can do it today, because now let's do some slides which we have for today, and then we will get on to that, right? Okay, so let me share my screen as well with you. I asked you something in the last session, English zone. Did I? Okay, so who has got it right? So anyone who has understood what this English, or maybe what do you call English zone, what does that mean? Can anyone give it a shot if you have managed to understand what it is? I'll bring up this slide for you. So this was the thing. Any participant? Okay, fine. I'm surprised because I'm surprised nobody has got it, right? So, okay, fine, no issues. Okay, what it precisely says is that, see, if you see, you know, everybody is there in a zone. I don't know, in this batch or some other batch, when there was a cricket example. I don't know who gave. I think.
Excuse me, sir. May I try?
Okay, let me, because when I'm saying Afifa, yes, Afifa, please.
May I try, sir?
Please, please.
Okay, so when it comes to this picture, what I understood by this picture is if we want to achieve something, then we have to come out of our comfort zone, whatever it takes to. That is what it means, I guess.
No, you're absolutely right. That's the meaning of one of the skills. So brilliant. See, I told you, no, because you have got great skills. You have come up with flying color with a lot of confidence. The way you said, may I try, there was kind of a confidence and an energy in your voice, as if you want to just come back strong and do something. So that was brilliant, right? So that's precisely what it is for this particular slide. And brilliant. And English zone, what do you mean by that? This is comfort zone, that is English zone. So any idea on English zone?
English zone, like for those who are not very good at English speaking, for them it is not a comfort zone.
Okay.
So if we want to speak in English, then we have to come out of a comfort zone, that is our native language, speaking in native language. So we have to give up that and try to speak in English as much as possible. For that we need confidence, self-confidence.
Absolutely, absolutely, Hafifa, fabulous, huh? So very good, Hafifa. Thank you very much. You have actually not given the English zone. You have almost reached there, right? So you have to speak confidently. You have to remain in that zone. So that is precisely what it is. So first thing, your comfort zone is pretty clear. What you have done that, right? So thank you very much, Hafifa. So let me explain. So Hafifa, very
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. So English zone is nothing but what it talks about. English zone is that being in that zone, meaning I think Kanchana only gave about cricket example in the group, right? So when someone is playing really well, maybe scoring maybe in cricket, right? That's the batsman is in a zone. He can see everything so clear that he's in a zone. Similarly, how I can give some other example, right? Somebody who's in a great flow, it could be any other thing, right? They are in a particular zone. So in terms of their mind, their thought process, everything is synchronizing with English. So what it means is that unless and until you are there in that learning zone, right? So, so that is very important to learn, right? So because I could clearly see all of you have good skills, but how to get it better, how to make it better, how to go to the next level. Are we happy with this? No. So we want to go to the next level. Why? Because it will help us in future. How? Maybe you will be getting some assignment or do something, or maybe where the skill will be more required. So how do you improve? So you have to remain in that zone, because as I said, after this 1 hour, what happens? So are you in that zone? If you want to see something, are you seeing in English? If you want to watch a movie, I've said in other 2 classes as well, a lot of YouTube movies as well in English, which is free on YouTube. Are you watching that? Are you changing from your local language to that? Are you able to find a speaking partner? If not, are you listening more? So this is what it is in zone. So unless and until this is there in the zone, when you're in zone, what will happen is that you will know where you're strong, where a bit of weakness is there, how I can improve. There are a lot of self-assessment as well, which can happen, right? So one thing is confidence. Another thing is that with the way you speak and all, right? Another very important thing is the language itself, the language capability itself. So that is what it precisely means. So unless and until you're there in that zone, for example, I'll give you another example. It came to my mind, right? If a singer before a concert, if he's not in that zone where he's thinking in his mind how he's going to speak, how he's going to do and all, right? So how will he be able to do the same thing there on the stage? Similarly, a speaker, before the speaker even comes on the stage, because then what they think what to speak, how to speak. They will also think about the joke they are going to crack. So it is there in that zone. Similarly, this particular zone is required for a longer time. It's not just required for just this 8 weeks, beyond 8 weeks. So that is why I keep repeating, beyond 8 weeks, what happens? How you're going to improve, keep carrying on this zone. And then on a longer run, what will happen is you will become a very, very confident listener, speaker, and we will work on the other facets as well. So that is precisely what it is, English zone. So if you see there is a person with a mirror, or should say spectacles, so you see a clear vision through the spectacles. So that is like being in that zone, right? So that is very important. The next one is that, as Hafifa rightly pointed out, this was very simple one. There's a kind of a bubble or a circle where it's a comfort zone. So everything you are there in the comfort, and then you want things to happen. It may not happen. So you have to break that bubble. So this bubble word is a very, very popular word now because you stay in that, what do you call, Corona bubble, right? So that you don't come. It's popularly used where the sports person team goes. So they have to stay in that bubble so that they don't go outside and have get connected with someone who has a corona and get infected and infect all the team, right? So that's the kind of a bubble which you're talking about. There's a bubble here, so, or the circle. So unless it will come out of it, you can't achieve. So I know you might like Kannada very much. I know you might love that Malayalam movie, right? But can we watch something in English for at least some time? Or can we listen to something which is there in English? Right? Can we speak or make an attempt to speak? I know that person knows English. Can we make an attempt, or can we convince that person to speak to us on a regular basis? So this is where the real change will happen, right? So not everybody is a born speaker. Not everybody is even for us, those who are not native English speaker. So what do you mean by native English speaker? Because English is not our mother tongue. we all have a mother tongue. So this is actually not our language. So we are adopting to that, but we can't even say that this is not our language. I said that. So now the thing is that to learn this even better, or hone our skills even better. So there has to be some sort of, the comfort zone has to break. And if it breaks, great. And if you can continue for a long time, you will see the results. So that is precisely what it talks about. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. So Hafsa, if you can see this slide, can you read it for us, please? Please.
Never make fun of someone who is trying. Encourage each other as a team.
Okay. Do you think it is?
Never make fun of someone who speaks broken English. It means they know another language.
Brilliant. Good reading skills, Hafsa. Fabulous. Very good. It was said by H. Jackson Brown Jr., which of course doesn't sound like an Indian. So of course, a foreigner who has said that, someone who's trying and speaking. So don't make fun of them. So good. Great. So what do you mean by that? Never. Do you agree with the statement? It is very self-explanatory. Do you agree? Hafsa, do you agree with this statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. So that's precisely it is. The thing is that let's not make fun, because now we're working from home. But had this training happened in an office or maybe in a classroom, I'm sure there will be some elements or maybe some members who will be trying to make fun of others, because someone is putting in effort via just to pull their leg or make fun of them, or you speak in this language, or you become like a gentleman or gentlewoman or something like that. Right? It can happen. So the first and foremost important thing is that let's not make fun of each other, one especially who's trying, right? Let's also encourage each other. So that is very, very important, which we are doing now at this point of time. We have a great team in this particular batch which is working together, right? So outside as well, where you will get an opportunity. So encourage each other as a team, and so that will ensure the learning is happening cohesively together. Right, so that is something which we can do. And also, if you look the statement what H. Jackson Brown Jr. has made, it's like never make fun of someone who speaks broken English, right? So yes, it might be a broken English, but it's another language, right? So let's appreciate that fact. So the reason why this particular thing is there, because it happens that people do make fun of someone. It can happen in home as well. It can happen in your circle as well, or it can happen anywhere. So this is where you have to be selfish. As I said, you have to think for yourself. Then because unless and until you break that comfort zone, it will not happen. So you have to be selfish and keep focusing what you want to achieve, what you want to do, right? So that is something pretty important, right? So that's what this slide is all about. Then. So this talks about, the next one talks about the techniques, conversation between two persons speaking in English. Of course, that's what the conversation is all about. It's a two-way thing. One speaks, other listens, of course. And there are also something called as active listening, passive listening, and those kind of things as well, which we have a kind of a slide which we will cover later. So someone speaks, you comprehend, meaning understand and make sense of it, and if it required, you also speak back. So this we are talking about in English. Okay, right. So let's look at what are the techniques for learners. So the first thing is I think I can go to Hafifa. Hafifa, isn't it apt for you? Just read this slide for me, please. Hafifa, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please read what this slide is all about.
Stay calm when you speak.
Okay, why do you?
It's all about calm. Like you shouldn't be what do you say? Overexcited. Yeah, you shouldn't be
Absolutely.
overexcited while speaking.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I came to you the first time, what really happened? Were you little bit overexcited at that point?
Actually, I wasn't prepared well.
Absolutely, right. And then when you came back again, you came with confidence and you wanted to talk again. So that was something which you did it in a calmer way, right? So you were not excited, right? So you were just cool and calm and collected, composed, and look how you spoke. So that is precisely what it is, right? So it can happen. It could have happened with Hafifa today. It can happen with any of the participants tomorrow, right? You might get perturbed at different situation. This situation, probably Hafifa felt a little bit overwhelmed, but there could be other situation where other participant can feel overwhelmed. So what do you do in that particular situation? You stay composed, right? So when you stay calm and composed, what really happens? Because your mind starts working, right? Rather than your emotions, your mind start working. So when your mind start working very clearly, then the thoughts starts coming. You will be able to select the better words. You will be able to deliver better way. Then you will be able to articulate it in a better way, right? So these are the big advantage for the learners who are still at the upscaling skills. They're still upscaling, right? So I would say that English is something where nobody can say that they are fabulous. That's for any language. Can you say you are someone say great what do you call scholar in Kannada? No. Maybe there might be some, but can you say someone whom you meet on a day-to-day basis, like someone who's there who can speak well in Kannada, who can read, write, and all, but is he or she a scholar? Maybe or may not, right? So similarly, English is something which I don't think so everybody can say that they are fabulous and they are something they have achieved the heights of everything. No, it may not be. Still you're learning. But at this point of time where we are upscaling our skills, we are trying to get to the next level. Staying calm is very important. So staying calm will give you the thoughts in your mind, clarity in your mind, choice of words, and then better delivery. And it will have a greater impact as well. So that is something very, very important, right? Staying calm. Okay. So this is one thing. So let's see whether we can take one couple of more slides we will take, and then that would do for us. Right. So whom shall I go to? Can I go to Sharanya for this? I'll hide this here. Sharanya, are you there?
You speak. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think, Sharanya, it is important?
Yes.
Okay. It's important for everything, right? Deliver it in a better way. So that is precisely what it talks about. Think before you speak, and that extra bit of time is just a fraction of few seconds, or right. So that will give you more clarity in your thought process. So that is precisely what it's being said here. Right. So I will go to the next one. And so Nikita, can you read this for us, please?
Mistake plus correction is equal to learning.
Do you agree with this?
What, sir?
Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Only if you make mistake, you'll realize and learn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brilliant. Very well, Nikita. Very well said. And only, like when there is a baby or a kid, or when you're young, no, you're always asking questions. Look at someone who's like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, like they ask quite a lot of questions because they're exploring the world, they're seeing everything around, they're asking questions. For adult, it's so easy to understand. For that kid, may not be. Even look at the baby. The baby is always seeing, and someone makes a different noise, or what noise he's making, where is that noise coming from, or some vehicle is honking, where is that noise coming from, right? You're talking, watching your lips and all, watching the sound. How does it suddenly start speaking in the language? A baby born in Kannada or maybe Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, or maybe in Kerala suddenly starts talking in that particular language. How? Because it's only listening power. Listening, processing. There are some kids, babies who talk later. Why? Because they may not have one language. They would have learned 3 languages. They would have learned English. They would have learned, for example, maybe Tamil. They would have learned a little bit of Hindi as well, because these are the people who are talking in that particular language at home. So the kid is monitoring them. Oh, he's talking in English. Oh, these words are like this. So, okay. So then another language, then another language. So these kids know, these babies, what happens is that it takes time for them to speak. So suddenly the parents will get worried. I've seen, oh, my baby is not talking. Others baby, they have already started talking. Why? Because it's taking time. Because it's taking time to process all these 3 languages and make a sense of it, right? And then it might take pretty late, but they start talking. And when they start talking, they might be even talking in 3 languages simultaneously at the same time, right? So this is what you call the strength of a baby. So, and this is the same strength even the adult human being has. But the only thing is that the learning is like when you're young, the learning is like you are capturing everything. Your thought process is not coming in between. So the learning happens very, very faster. So what I'm trying to say is that, and look at the baby as well, because it's not like speaking everything properly in the very first instance. And even the walking example I give, when they crawl and then they walk, and they walk, before they walk, they fall so many times, but every time they're getting up and they're learning how not to fall, right? How to learn and how to probably start walking. They might be using the wall, maybe chair, bench or something, but they finally start walking. So what is happening? This is a kind of a practice. So similarly, mistakes are perfectly fine, and but correction is something where I'm doing here. But tomorrow, if you get a kind of a guide or somebody who is able to help you, who is able to speak better than you, or if you have some online guide in the sense like YouTube or something like that, where you're watching something interesting and you're learning that, and you can bring incultivate in your system. That's very, very important. So because mistakes plus correction is learning. So that is how we all learn, live about English, any language or any subject. This is how, or anything, skills in life, right? This is how you pick it up. So being open to correction is very important, because somebody is giving you a kind of feedback. No, don't take it kind of personally. Here we all know it's kind of an class environment. We know that the trainer would be giving feedback, and we all are taking it in a positive way outside as well. If someone is giving you a positive feedback, so grab it with both hands and bring into your thing if you feel that's absolutely right. And then this is the way the learning will happen much, much faster for you, right? So if you see, what we are doing is that we are not doing too many things at the same time. So we have So I also want to give participants the opportunity as well to speak, or else what will happen is that this would be a monologue, meaning only the trainer is talking and then rest of us would be a kind of a listener. I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm coming back to you and talking to you again and then going back to the slide. And that's because it's also not in a class environment. You understand, this is like an online environment, right? So what do you feel about this technique? So these techniques make sense to you? Everybody is nodding their head. Okay, so makes a lot of sense. I see Suprita is in. Suprita, hello there. If you can listen us.
Yes, sir.
Fabulous. When did you come in? Because when I go to the slides now, I can't see that who has joined in and all. So
I have some net issue, sir.
Agreed. Everybody having here and there their problems. Okay, fine. Good to have you. When did you join? On which slide?
Stay calm, you speak. That's like time.
Okay, brilliant. So we also spoke something on the Women's Day as well. So I would like you to talk something on Women's Day tomorrow. Your thoughts? Got it? You want to talk now?
No, sir. No words, sir.
Okay, tomorrow you give it a try. I'll come back to you. You will come on your own and say that, sir, I want to speak something on Women's Day. Tomorrow you will do on your own. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. So Suprita, stay connected. So what I can do that now, I can do is that we can go back to the sentences, the words which we had. So let's quickly go into the words, right? So, okay. So what are the words which we had? Kanchana, what are the 3 words which we had in the last class to make?
First word is vicinity, second word is paramount, and third word is bottleneck.
Okay, brilliant. Do you want to make sentences? Share your sentence, what you made for these words.
Yes, sir. First word is vicinity. Sentence from this word is, there are many good schools in the vicinity.
In whose vicinity? Your vicinity? In this vicinity?
Yeah.
In the vicinity, you said, no? So you need to vicinity meaning somewhere which is very nearby. So you have to say this vicinity.
Yeah, in my vicinity.
Okay. In my vicinity is good. Brilliant. Fabulous. You got it, no? What I meant?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Good sentence. Great. Kanchana, next one.
Second word is paramount. Unemployment has become a paramount issue after the outbreak of COVID-19.
Okay, unemployment has become a paramount issue, big issue, important issue. See, unemployment has become a paramount. This doesn't suit much, Kanchana, right? I'll tell you why. See, paramount, I'll tell you something. I understand your logic where you're coming from, so there is nothing wrong in that. Paramount is something, I'll tell you how it is. It is paramount to know, okay, it is paramount to have, I'll tell you, for the learning, the most paramount thing is hard work, right? Those kind of a thing. I give it to you, this is fine. But this word can also fit in somewhere where it makes more sense. But that's fine. I'm giving it to you because that's fair enough. Okay, what is the next particular word which you have made?
Bottleneck.
Okay.
The shortage of staff has caused a bottleneck in the company.
Okay, brilliant, fabulous. As usual, always great sentences. Very good job. Thank you very much, Kanchana. So,
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much. And may I go on to Nikita, please?
For vicinity of my home.
Very good. You're from Kapu, right?
No, sir, Malpe.
Oh, there's a beach there as well.
Yes, sir.
Where is this place? How far it's from Kapu?
45 minutes, I guess.
Okay, so it's the same coastline which goes like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
For Paramount, getting knowledge about day-to-day changes, like in technology or maybe innovation, that is paramount to upgrade your skills.
Brilliant. That's a fabulous one. Absolutely.
And bottlenecks, no matter how many bottlenecks come through your way, you have to overcome it or face it to reach your ultimate goal.
Absolutely. Brilliant. All fabulous as expected. Right. Brilliant. I'm very happy with this particular group. Actually, you're making great thing. Everybody's putting in their best effort. Fabulous, Nikita. Fabulous sentences. Very, very good job.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. Thank you very much. And may I move upon to Yalini, please?
So for the word vicinity, my office is located in this vicinity.
Okay, my office is located in this vicinity itself. This vicinity itself or this vicinity?
In this vicinity.
Okay.
For bottleneck, my colleague felt that new project caused a bottleneck during the production.
Okay, new project caused a bottleneck during production. Okay.
Okay. For the word paramount, to increase the DMAX, detached course plays a paramount role in my office.
Okay, I didn't understand. You have to say that again because I'm still learning the terminology of the company and all. So please say that again. What is this?
To increase the DMAX, detached course plays a paramount role in my office.
Okay, what is DMAS? What is DMAS?
DMAX, it is the score which was given when it comes to the appraisal. It was the individual score given to the employee.
Okay. So that's why I didn't understand that. Okay, fabulous. Others instantly had a kind of a big giggle, Nikita, Sharanya and all, right? So they understood what you're talking about. Okay. Fabulous, Yalini, as you always. Fabulous sentences. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Brilliant. And so who's there? Hafifa. Did you get an opportunity to make sentences for these words?
Actually, I haven't made my own sentences.
Okay. Okay. Were you aware of these words?
I referred from the Google.
Okay. So were you there in the last class?
Okay. Shall I say?
Okay. So you've taken it from Google, is it?
Yeah, I was there in the last class.
Okay. So you made your own sentences, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Please start.
Okay. So we should make our own sentences.
Yeah, that's the logic about this, no? Because if you have
Paramount.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Paramount is important, right?
Okay, Hafifa, I'll do one thing.
Health and safe. Okay.
Do one thing. So you seem to be a little bit on the right. See these three words, and are you sure what these three words means?
Yeah.
Okay, great, brilliant. Because you're there in the last place. So the class rather. So we are making our own sentences. We are trying our own thoughts and putting our own thing and making sentences. So have you made the sentences using your own thought process?
No, sir. I didn't know that actually. Sorry for that.
No issues. That's fine. That's fine. You have been having your issue. Good that your net is stable today. So what you do is that you will come back in the next class and make your own sentences. That is the important thing, right? Make your own sentences.
Okay.
And so that's how we are going to improve, right? If you don't know meaning, yes, you can go to Google, but the sentences and the thought process in terms of speaking and all, it has to be of your own. Okay, brilliant. So tomorrow you will be doing this thing. Thank you very much, Hafifa. And may I go on to Hafsa, please? Hafsa? Okay. Right. So that almost brings close to the end of this particular session. So what I'm thinking is that we can start doing some free speech and all, because we are in some skills. I'll give you some more words, of course. We will do that task as well, because something we speak in the class, we will be using it and then we'll be making sentences. But what I will also think is that this assignment is there for later, but why not we start it now itself, right? So you choose a kind of, what shall we discuss? Okay. Life before and after pandemic. How's that? Something pretty current age, this age. So all of you did a great attempt today itself, and I'm sure when you come back tomorrow, you will be even doing.
Sir, am I audible?
You're audible, Hafsa. Stay connected just for 1 second. So the thing is that what we are going to do is.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Hafsa. Hafsa, you're audible. Okay.
Sir?
So I think your line is disconnecting again and again. You're coming on and then going off. Okay, stay connected to us, and I'll try and connect to you tomorrow, because we are at the end of this particular session. So stay connected. Hopefully you can listen what the task is there for tomorrow. Tomorrow's task is a free speech. We will talk about life before and post-pandemic, right? Post meaning after the pandemic, what happened, and before life, what was the life before, what's the life. It's a very, very interesting thing. Put your thoughts to it, right? What we used to do before, how we started out. I'll give you something, started washing our hands and all, how we were scared initially. I believe it was 24th or 23rd of March last year when I believe it's right. That's when the complete lockdown came in, and so those kind of a thing. Thoughts is yours. So thoughts can so something which you can put across and do that, right? So we are almost. In fact, we are come to the end of this particular stage. So so those who have completed their task for the day in terms of the work, have a very good evening, and those who still have the task to do, good evening again. And what I would wish you is that I wish you a great evening, and we will see you again at the same time tomorrow. And it was pleasure with having a kind of a chat and session with you, all of you today, right? So see you tomorrow, and we will see you again the same time tomorrow. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kanchana. Thank you, Yalini.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Afifa. Thank you very much.